This is pretty hypothetical. Say we do get the convention and 2 items are passed. Let's say they're really important items, like the term limits and balanced budget. If this would pass, it would seem to me that when people see the success of it, they would feel like they had more control and would be more likely to use it again if they need to, but they'd be less likely to need to.
This talk has come up numerous times. If we see how our government's responded to Article 5, every time on Article 5, do you know where the Bill of Rights came from? Do you? Truly? It was caused by an Article 5 convention. It was called for this very purpose. In other words, that there was a call to put in something to control the government against our personal rights. Well, as soon as Virginia made a call for, we're going to use Article 5, Congress immediately wrote out what we call now our Bill of Rights. So you see, once it starts, the government starts realizing, you know, they'll do it again, and they'll do it again. And the reality is that the founders said, use it as often as you need to. Whenever they start taking control, you guys pull that back. That's why we put there. If you have to use it twice, if you have to use it 3 times, but the whole point is, it wouldn't take very long where Congress should start realizing, we the people are no longer going to be silent, and we're going to take control, because that's what this government was designed to do.
I think you're right, though. You know, you talk about people being so apathetic today, and I think some people have just checked out because they don't think it really makes any difference. It doesn't matter what I say or do. They're going to do what they're going to do. But if we have a convention and amendments start coming out of it, and I would start with something simple, like any law passed by Congress must apply equally to members of Congress with no exceptions. You know, we're going to have a volunteer, you're going to have a volunteer. I think something like that would pass and be ratified pretty quickly. And once you get a couple of things out like that, you know, I think the media may try to just kind of ignore it, but it's going to start getting a lot of attention. I think there will be people that are not even delegates that will just go and watch and hang out. And I think it really has the power to revolutionize the way we think about our government and change people's current perception that, you know, I'm just one person, there's nothing I can do, and, you know, it's rigged, there's nothing we can do to really make a change. You can make some pretty dramatic changes. Some of the amendments that are going to be proposed have to do with language in the Constitution that has been twisted completely beyond its original meaning. The Commerce Clause, the General Welfare Clause, you know, simply stating a definition of here's what this means. Like the Commerce Clause, they've got it to the point now where anything that travels from one state to another, they can regulate it. Originally, the Commerce Clause was shipping. That was it. If you're going to ship something among 13 states, you have to have some kind of uniform process between the 13 states. That was it. If you revert back to that, there's a whole lot of things that are passed under that clause that are not in the Constitution. Same thing with the General Welfare Clause. The way they interpret it, you can make anything fit. And so redefining that language back to its original intent would change a lot of things. One thing that would be my number one thing to pass is to repeal the 17th Amendment. The 17th Amendment is the amendment that caused senators to start being elected by the people. Prior to that, the state legislators selected the senator, and their role was to be an ambassador from the state. The representatives were the people's representatives, but the senators represented the states like they would be an ambassador from an independent, sovereign nation.
And that was to maintain the state's sovereignty. That was a big issue. Go back before you guys play and just read. There's so much information out there.
We gave up so much with that change. And it sounds good, you know, we're going to get the election. But I'll give you one example. Well, Tom Cotton John Bozeman, I know them both. Know them well. I can't just pick up the phone and get in touch with those guys. But your local state legislator, you can get in touch with those people. When Blanche Lincoln was the 60th vote for cloture on Obamacare, which is the reason we have Obamacare today, a survey that very week that she voted said 63% of Arkansans oppose Obamacare. Now, if her remaining in office depended on the state legislature of Arkansas, and 63% of the constituents in the state are opposed to this, do you think she would have voted for that? Absolutely not. All these unfunded mandates where they say, well, we're passing this and you've got to do this and you've got to come up with money. Is a senator going to vote for that and send that $100 million problem back to the Arkansas legislature? Probably be the last thing they vote on. And when they were selected by the states, it wasn't a matter of, well, they've got 4 more years in their term. They jerk them out. I mean, they put somebody else in. And that gives you some real power that we currently don't have.